Now, your first warned weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolfe.
It was a hot and humid day in the state line today. Our temperature in Rockford briefly tagged the 92-degree mark, but it felt closer to the triple digits when you factored in that heat index. Even here late into the evening, it still feels warmer than the air temperature, feeling like 84 in Rockford and 85 in Monroe, even though the air temperature there sitting at 80 degrees. A little bit cooler out to the east with some rain-cooled air and some outflow boundaries pushing through. 76 in Woodstock, Poplar Grove, and 77 the current temperature in Rochelle. Our weather watcher Terry in Genoa reporting 77 as well, but a dew point of 73, making things still feel fairly humid underneath a calm wind. With the temperature and the dew point fairly close to one another, we can't completely rule out some patchy fog here into the night tonight, though likely not as dense as what it was this morning. Not any of that showing up with our Mercy Health SkyTrack camera in Beloit, Wisconsin. Fairly calm at the moment, but as we turn our eyes further to the northwest, that's where we might be able to see our next chances for storms begin to develop. There's a few of those outflowy storms that were earlier, mainly off to the south and east of Rockford. We did briefly have a stray shower over the eastern part of the city of Rockford that did briefly produce some quick showers, but even though late into the evening, that has since fizzled out. Out to our northwest, though, that's where this line of storms is currently developing across southern Minnesota. A few severe thunderstorm warnings along that, and that will gradually track our direction as we head here into the night tonight. That'll bring us our first of a few rounds of nighttime storms, the first of which will arrive after 3 a.m. tonight, but much of the afternoon tomorrow I think will end up staying dry. We also could see another round as we head into late Monday night into the early part of Tuesday, and then another one Tuesday night into Wednesday. As far as our impacts from those lines of storms, some gusty winds and some heavy rain would be the main threats with any of those. Storms will likely be on a weakening trend as they arrive, and the influence of that round of storms during the night will likely have a heavy influence on whatever we see for that following day as far as our storm chances and our humidity goes. So let's look at this with Futurecast. We watch those storms as they track our direction overnight. Notice that quick weakening trend, though, as they push in. They're going to be following along an instability gradient, a lot of that moisture and atmospheric energy sitting out to the west. And so we're not going to see quite as intense of the storms as far east as we are, as they will be up to the north and the northwest. So that's why they're going to be on that weakening trend. It's just a matter of how quickly will they weaken before they arrive. Again, after 3 a.m. before they get here, and if we get a little bit of a glancing blow like what this one shows off, we will quickly see our temperatures rebound and the humidity going into tomorrow afternoon, and likely things would stay dry aside from maybe an isolated shower developing along this lake breeze, similar to what we had today. We'll get another round of storms then that following night, again with a weakening trend as they approach. There are certainly realistically some spots that could stay completely dry for both of those overnights, but the further and further west and north that you look, that's where we have a little bit of those better chances for some of the storms to arrive. For both of our afternoons, we are looking once again very humid, although the exact extent of that humidity will be determined by how strong our storms are in the morning. If we see stronger storms, that could clear out a lot of that humidity going into the afternoon. But nonetheless, I do think we'll end up seeing our heat index likely pushing close to, if not surpassing, 100 degrees going into tomorrow, and similar to that as we go into Tuesday. So 2 more humid days on tap, and we have a heat advisory that has been issued area-wide for the state line that will run from noon until 8 o'clock Monday, and there is certainly a chance that we could see another one of those in place as we head into Tuesday. So another couple days of oppressive humidity in place for both Monday and Tuesday. Air temperature near or above 90 degrees, a few more humid nights. We'll get some scattered storms on Wednesday along a cold front, and that will start to bring a more refreshing air mass. Temperatures for those highs back in the 70s and lows even below 60 degrees.
Yeah, Jordan, looking forward to those cooler nights. Thank you.